Who comes back next year, Robert Griffin III or Jay Gruden?
I mean, honestly, my guess is they both do. I just think it's hard. It's hard to cut the cord on either of them right now. If only one comes back, I mean, I could easily be convinced either way. I guess if only one comes back, I would guess that Jay Gruden is the one just because of the amount of money that is owed to him. But that hasn't stopped Dan Snyder in the past. I mean, I can't imagine he's going to be paying 3 coaches. He's going to be paying Mike Shannon not the coach and Jay Gruden not the coach and an actual coach. But I think they're both back just because it's so hard to get away from either of them right now.
Do you agree with that, Mike?
I think if Dan Snyder has one more great moment of meddling in this organization, he will realize that Robert Griffin III's upside financially and winning-wise as a talent on this team is too great to throw away. I think RG3 will be chosen over Jay Gruden before this is all over.
Michael, you've seen plenty of dysfunction in your early years of covering the Wizards with Andre Blatch, Nick Young, JaVale McGee. There's some more here going on in Ashburn. What do you see happening between Jay Gruden and Robert Griffin III? Are they both back next year, or is one or the other gone?
Those characters were likable, by the way.
Yeah, they were. They were entertaining. These are guys that just go out there and trash each other, leak everything. Well, I think honestly, they both should be back. But I think that if Robert's back, that Jay's gone.
Yeah.
I don't think he comes back if they pick RG3.
Yeah, don't you think Jay? I don't think Jay.
I don't think he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't like him.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not out there like Jay Reid is every day. I don't know. I just get the sense that Jay Gruden does not like Robert.
I will say
Griffin
this:
III.
Cole McCoy obviously didn't play well on Sunday, and if you read what Jay Gruden said about him after, he had a lot of excuses for him. He said the protection wasn't there. He said no one on our team played well. It was kind of a different tone than he's taken when RG3 hasn't played well.
He didn't blame Kirk Cousins when he had the interception fest against the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, like obviously we're parsing press conference statements now, but he's been far, far harsher about Griffin's play than he was about Colt McCoy on Sunday when Colt just didn't play very well.
But it's clear that Dan Snyder is, at least from where I sit, wants Robert Griffin III to be the quarterback. There's so much invested in him, all those draft picks, all the money. He's the face of the franchise. He's on every commercial you see. He's the owner. Bruce Allen's his GM. He hired Jay Gruden, presumably, to, like you said, Michael, coach up Robert Griffin III. What kind of relationship is that going to be if both those guys are still on the team next year?
Well, that's
that's
why Robert needs to play these last 3 games. If Jay wants to prove a point that he's not the quarterback of the future, then you have to put him out on the field to prove that he can't play. Right now, there's so much out there that you don't know for sure.
See, now you get to the point where is the play calling going to be disadvantageous to Robert?
Well, I think the other question is the one that we were debating 2 weeks ago. And I understand why Jay Gruden made the switch, because it seemed like the dissent in the Redskins locker room was getting ready to just explode everywhere. It sure seems like players did not want to go out there for another week with Robert Griffin III behind center.
How about this wacky idea that I have? There's 3 games left, right? You have 3 quarterbacks on the roster. You say, Kurt, you get this game. Robert, you get this game. Colt, you get this game, and then whoever plays the best is a starting quarterback next season.
I like the suggestion I saw. They each play one of the first 3 quarters, and whoever has the best quarter.
No. I got a better one. Why don't we alternate them on each down? Like first down is Robert, second down is Kurt. This is stupid.
You know when the last time that happened, Mike? The Dallas Cowboys in the '70s. They tried that with Craig Morton and Roger Staubach, and obviously Roger Staubach got the job, but
you're not seriously contemplating.
No, I'm not. But
it does have the feeling.
Can it get any worse?
It has the feeling of the preseason, where you switch the quarterbacks are switching every week, and it doesn't really matter what happens, and the games are kind of irrelevant. It kind of feels preseason-esque.
Has it not been kind of absurd to look at the quarterback play and say that's the reason why this team has been stalling? I mean, sure, that's part of it, but the offensive line has given up 21 sacks in the last 3 weeks. I mean, they can't protect anybody. I don't care if Aaron Rodgers is out there. Would he even make a difference on this team?
And the defense can't stop anybody.
That's where you're at, Gino. You just hit the nail on the head. Tony Romo has 3 offensive linemen starting for him, drafted in the last 4 years. This team hasn't had a rock-solid offensive line. Well, you can say Derek Dockery, John Jansen, but hasn't gone. You have to go back to literally the old hogs. And until that happens, until they start building the foundation and stop shopping for the chandeliers, this franchise will be nothing.